Hello friends and welcome to yet another amazing video of Wisdom Zone, and this is Shubhro. And friends, I hope you have already guessed it that today I have a special video because today's video is all about English conversation practice and it's the fourth part. And today I'm gonna show you how you too can converse in English using simple topics, and this video is all about English conversation practice. So I'm gonna show you step by step how you can use simple topics and develop your communication and speak confidently. So it is my earnest request, please watch this video carefully until the end, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification of this type of video. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. So friends, welcome back once again to this extremely useful video on English conversation practice using simple topics. And as I have promised, I'm going to show you step by step how you can use some very simple topics and practice your English conversation and become proficient in your overall communication. So before I move ahead, let me quickly remind all the viewers, you will find the links of previous 3 videos on English conversation practice in the description. So if you haven't checked them, do not forget to check them, and links are provided in the description. So without further ado, let's get started. So friends, today's video, as I already mentioned, is going to be special because today I'm going to show you how you too can speak confidently on topics and how you can develop your communication effectively. So let me tell you, in today's video I'm not only going to give you some simple topics, but also I'll show you how you can use simple topics to practice your English conversation, and along with that I'll also provide you some important vocabulary, phrases, phrasal verbs, and you can use all this to sound more confident and proficient. So let me show you. I have categorized this particular video and it is divided into 3 parts. First, I'll show you how you can describe people and topics related to people, and second, I'll show you how you can describe things and how you can use some simple topics related to that and practice your English conversation. And at last, I'll also show you how you can practice your English conversation and describe places. So let's get started with the first category. As you see, the first category is people. So you must be wondering whom to describe, how to describe. So let me tell you, first of all, select people you know. For an example, you can describe your family members, you can describe your friends, you can describe your neighbors, right? So you can choose these individuals and speak confidently. And at first you have to use the simple present tense. Just remember that to describe people, your friends, your neighbors, or your family members, you just have to use the simple present tense and you don't have to use anything else. So let me show you. So suppose you want to describe your mother. As you see, my mother, you can choose this topic. You can try to describe your mother because it would be quite comfortable for you because you know your mother, isn't that? As you see, I'm going to show you how to describe, as the topic is my mother. So start like this way, my mother's name. Start with your mother's name. Thy mother's name is this. Here you see you have to use apostrophe. My mother's name is apostrophe S. Then mention your mother's name, and then you can describe she is 54 years old or her age, like this. After that, you can mention what does she do. She is a homemaker, or if she is doing something else, you can mention she is working for a reputed private organization. Up next, you can describe her and give her physical description. She looks quite pretty. Her complexion is fair. She is quite slim and she is of medium height. So like this way you can describe your mother's appearance also. After that, you can also describe other features, like she has long black hair and brown eyes and she is quite affectionate and caring. At last, you describe her qualities. Obviously your mother is quite affectionate and caring like all the mothers. So like this way you can simply describe your mother and develop your confidence and in place of your mother you can describe your father also, your brother also, any other family member, because you will feel that you are quite comfortable describing them. So start like this way, do not hesitate, and step by step describe your close family member, your mother, your father, brother or sister. Up next, you can try the next topic, that is, you can also describe your neighbors. It would be slightly advanced. So, first, you start with your immediate family, your mother, father, brother, or sister. After that, you can try to describe your neighbor or neighbors. So, let me show you. As you see, the topic neighbor. So let me show you how you can describe your neighbor. So you start like this way. My next door neighbor is Sam. Then you can describe his age. He is 25 years old. He lives with his parents and his younger sister. So it is imperative to describe your neighbor's family also. So like this way you can step by step describe that he lives with his parents and his younger sister. Okay, one important thing is that here he is third person singular number, so subject verb agreement is important. So focus on that. Sometimes people initially they make this mistake, they say he live, so it's not he live. So from my experience as a trainer, this is a common mistake. That's why I have given you this topic, so that you can understand how to describe people. So he lives with his parents and his younger sister. So third sentence, as you see, you can describe his qualities. He is quite affable and helpful. The word affable I have already mentioned. I'm going to give you advanced vocabulary so that you can sound dynamic and quite proficient. So he's quite affable. The word affable means friendly. You can use other synonyms also like amicable, approachable. So up next you see this next line, he works for a software company as a software developer. So you can also describe his profession, what does he do, where he works, and at last you can also mention he has a cordial relation with me and my family. So like this way you can close. So this way you can practice your English conversation initially and describe your neighbor. So that's the second topic. Up next I am gonna go to the third topic related to people. As you see on your screen, you can describe your best friend. Here I have taken the example of best friend. So let me show you how you can describe your best friend, which I think would be not difficult for you. So you start like this. My best friend is Ben Parker, or also you can say my best friend's name is Ben Parker. Let me show you the second line. You can describe the person's profession. He is a doctor and he works for a reputed private hospital. So let me read it out once again. He is a doctor and he works for a reputed private hospital. After that, you can see the third line. He lives in my vicinity. The word vicinity means your neighborhood or locality. He is my bosom friend. So again I have given this word, and in previous video I have described bosom friend or bosom pal or buddy means very close friend. So you can use this beautiful expression bosom friend. So he is my bosom friend. We have been friends since our childhood. So you can also describe since when you are friends with this person. So you can mention like this, we have been friends since our childhood. Then you can describe his appearance. As you see, it's quite imperative. He is tall and his complexion is whitish. He is a well-built man. And at last you can describe his qualities. He is quite jovial and helpful too. The word jovial is an adjective. As I already promised, you will get so many interesting and advanced words from here. So the word jovial means cheerful. So like this way you can describe people around you, your family members, your neighbors, your friends, and develop your confidence and practice your English conversation. So I'm quite sure you have understood. So don't worry, at last I'll give you some more topics, simple topics related to people, and you can try them. You can practice using all those topics I'm gonna give you. So let's move on to the second category. As you see, the second category is all about things. Here you can describe things like items, devices, gadgets which you have or around you. you can describe them. So let me show you. You can start like this way. Suppose you want to describe your cupboard. So I'm going to show you how to describe your cupboard, and I think you must be wondering how to describe my cupboard, what's so special about it. But do not think like that, because you're here to practice your conversation and you have to start from this kind of topic. So let me show you. As you see, the topic is cupboard. There is a big brown cupboard in my room. It's quite roomy. The word roomy means spacious. It has space. So remember this word. It has 4 shelves and a locker. So you can describe how many shelves it has: 4 shelves or 5 shelves or 3 shelves and a locker. Then you can talk about what it is made up of. It is made up of steel, or if it's made up of some other thing like wood, you can mention that. And at last you can close, it's a nice piece of furniture. I keep my clothes and other personal belongings in it. So like this way, in a very simple manner. Now I hope you have understood how you can simply use this kind of topic and practice your English conversation, and it's going to help you immensely and give you immense confidence. So up next, I'll show you how you can describe other items, especially devices. So you can take the example of your smartphone. You can obviously describe your smartphone, and I'm quite sure you know about your smartphone, isn't that? Because when you buy your smartphone, you always go through the features, and after that only you buy. So you must be quite aware. So use that information, use that knowledge to describe your smartphone, and that's the way to practice your English conversation. So let me show you. The next topic is your smartphone. So you can start like this way. I have a 5G smartphone. I have purchased it recently from a mobile store. Then you can mention the price. It's worth this much, 20,000 or whatever may be the price. And its make is, the make means the manufacturer. So you can mention the brand. I haven't mentioned it here because I don't want to advertise here. When you are describing, obviously you can mention the make or the manufacturer, and then the model number, which is required to make it more informative. Then you can talk about the features. As you see, it has 4 GB RAM, that is random access memory. I hope you know, you are quite savvy, I guess. Then ROM, it has 64 GB ROM and expandable up to 1 TB. So I'm quite sure you must be aware of all this. What exactly is the ROM, ROM, and up to what it can be expandable. So here I have given some basic features. So as per your cell phone, you are quite aware, you can describe the features. So up next, you can also describe some other special features, like it has dual camera. So then you can talk about the resolution. Resolutions are 50 megapixel plus 8 megapixel and 16 megapixel for the front camera. So like this, and then you can talk about the battery, and it is backed up by 5000 mAh polymer battery. So obviously battery backup is very important, so you must be quite aware. It is quite user friendly and I simply love it. So like this way, step by step, in a very easy manner, you can describe your smartphone and develop your confidence, and it's a wonderful way to practice your English conversation. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear how you can describe items, your phone, other things, devices, because this is going to give you confidence. This is the way to build your confidence level. So up next, I'm going to show you the last category is all about places, how you can describe places. So here you can describe your vicinity, that is your locality, any popular park or favorite outing spot, and you can describe these places and develop your confidence, and it's a wonderful way to practice your English conversation. So I am going to show you how you can describe your vicinity. As you see, the topic under this category, places, vicinity. So let me show you. You can start like this way. I reside at Alipur. So you can mention the place, which is a bustling place. That means it's quite busy. It remains crowded, and that's called bustling. It's a very important adjective, remember. Up next, you can describe where exactly it is located. It is centrally located area. That means it is quite accessible. Centrally located means quite accessible. I'm quite sure you understood. So you can use this term, centrally located. There are so many skyscrapers, shops, restaurants, parks, gyms, and banks in my vicinity. It is full of hustle and bustle all day. Up next, you can also describe about the roads roads remain clogged, that means blocked with traffic during the daytime. So it's quite a common thing, isn't that? As you know that in big cities roads remain clogged and vicinities remain clogged also. So, and you can close it beautifully like this: I simply love my locality as it is a vibrant place. So in a simple manner you can close it. So like this way you can use this type of simple topic and gain confidence and practice your English conversation. So at last friends, as I have promised, I'm going to give you some more topics for practice. As you see on the screen, practice topics. So you can use multiple topics, as I mentioned, that if you want to describe people, you can describe your favorite teacher, your favorite actor, or you can also describe your other relatives, cousin, brother. You can describe your uncle, aunt. So you can also describe these people and gain more confidence. Please try out, especially try to describe your favorite teacher, maybe your school teacher, or you can describe your favorite actor also if you want. And apart from that, the next is you can also describe things or items. You can also select some other topics. You can describe, as I already mentioned, your computer. If you have your laptop, you can describe, you know, the features, you know, the make. You can describe your laptop. If you have any musical instruments, you can describe your favorite musical instrument that you have. Apart from that, you can also describe simple things like bookshelf you have in your room, that also you can describe. So look around your room, you will find so many simple items. Try to describe them step by step to gain confidence. Let me assure you, you will be able to get tremendous exposure, and it's going to help you tremendously to develop your confidence, and it's a wonderful way to practice your English conversation. So at last, in terms of places, what else you can describe? Obviously you can describe your favorite tourist spot or outing spot. You can describe a particular park you visit. You can also describe that. Okay, and also apart from that, you can choose other topics like describe your favorite restaurant, where exactly it is located, what exactly they serve. So you can choose this kind of topics: a nearby park in your vicinity, or your favorite restaurant, okay, or favorite outing spot, and also describe places and gain confidence. And it's again a wonderful way to practice your English conversation. So friends, I hope you have understood how you can choose simple topics and practice your English conversation. It's no rocket science, and it's quite easy. So initially start like this way, develop your confidence step by step. Choose simple topics, talk about people, talk about places, talk about items, things which you see around in your room, describe them and gain confidence. And I'm 100% sure it's a tested process. You'll be able to develop your confidence and fluency. And just use the simple present tense. You don't have to do anything else. Just use the simple present tense. And let me tell you, I'm also going to come up with the next part where I'm going to show you how we can extend and what are the other ways to practice. I'll come up with more videos, and stay tuned for that also. So again, it is my earnest request to all the viewers that I hope you have found this video equally helpful. It is specially designed for English conversation practice. I'll be coming up with more videos on English conversation practice and more important topics that's going to help you to develop your communication and make you proficient in your oral communication. So it is again my earnest request to all the viewers, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait friends, and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the first notification of this type of video. So stay tuned for further informative videos friends, and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.